do both. So anyway, that's the thing. So hopefully, my goal, my hope is that everyone will be more awakened, more politically active, but also more willing to do the hard work of sitting down, whether you disagree or not, having a conversation, pushing the dialogue forward, and respecting each other to say, hey, you know what? I had a good chat. We might disagree on a couple things. Tyson's a good guy.
Yeah.
And we had a chat, we had coffee, and not a lot of people do that because people don't want to, people are afraid to engage in conflict. So most people don't want to do that. There's a lot of people wouldn't show up. A lot of people don't come to the table ready to discuss.
Yeah, I'm glad you.
So I appreciate
willing
that
as well.
So I appreciate it.
It goes both ways.
I couldn't either.
I hope you'll continue to get more involved.
I don't know if others that do it, but I could never.
Running for council or whatever it might be.
I thought about that.
You should.
Yeah, I thought about doing
Especially,
that.
you're committed to the community.
Yeah.
You're going to be here. You might as well play an active role.
Yeah, it's one of those things I definitely considered.
Sure.
I don't have a ton of experience, and so my first step was, okay, I just want to get a little more involved. Like, show up to some council meetings. Like, that's step one. Right?
Yeah.
Like, don't all of a sudden, think you know everything and run for something.
I was in the exact same boat, and I said to myself, am I going to run for mayor? And I wasn't sure that I'd have the time.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to commit to going to the council meetings. If I can't even make it to the council meetings, then I don't have any business running for mayor. And so I did. For 9 months, I've been at every meeting. And you know what? I mean, it opens your eyes to a lot of stuff. You start to see how things work.
Right.
So that is a good way. I mean, I say that because that's what I did as well. It's a good way to test yourself and see if you can do it.
Was there anything you read along the way that, as far as local government, that you were you found really interesting? That was it'd be worth a read. I'm a big reader.
I mean, the process is good. Just seeing.
It's a book called The Process.
No.
Okay.
Just seeing the process of how things work was a big eye-opener for me. But reading along the way, I can't say that I did. I mean, I'm not as much of a reader though either.
I'm like a junkie where once I decide to get into a topic, I'm like right now I'm in this Thelonious Monk phase. I'm working several of his tunes out, so I've listened to 3 podcasts, and then I'm on reading his biography right now, and I just watched the documentary. So it's I get kind of get very focused.
My wife does that as well. She'll back that up. She's like, you get super focused on one thing.
Yeah.
But reading is tough for me. I do read. I read for enjoyment.
Yeah.
But I read almost all night long.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to work and business and stuff like that, I do tons of reading there.
Yeah.
But once I sit down at home, I mean, I have very little time.
Do you guys do commercial build-outs?
That's all we do.
I might have a bid for you. Are you guys licensed to work in Cincinnati? So we've got a new office.
I mean, just to clarify, there's no such thing as a license.
Okay, you don't have to have a specific. Okay.
Yeah. Kentucky and Ohio, there are some states that require a general contractor's license, but it's not.
Gotcha. So we have the drawings. We worked with Platt Design, Kurt Platt out of over the Rhine.
Okay.
We're moving into 214 East 8th Street. We are taking over what was the Archdiocese space. They had a library there, some sort of secret, secure library. It's kind of weird, but they had this space, and it's right next to Arnold's Pub on 8th Street. And so we're gonna have a studio there, psych wall. We've got the whole deal. Really cool old building. And so we've got the drawings. They got the permit. The owner's doing the demo and the painting. Mainly, we have a giant glass wall that needs to be put in, and then there's some other things.
Exterior or interior?
Interior.
Okay.
And we're think we're close to working with BlackRock Construction, they're connected to the architect.
Okay.
It was one of those things where our CEO in Louisville, so he's the finance guy, and he watches the numbers pretty tight. And I think it's going to work, but there could also very well be hey, this thing is falling through. We need to find other contractors to bid on. It's not a huge job, so I don't know if it would be even worth it.
It's just a glass wall. I'd be happy to connect you with glass guys that we work with.
Yeah, it's a glass wall, but then there's other stuff. Like this, it's probably like their initial budget was north of 100,000. We were hoping to be south of 100,000, but part of me feels like it's not going to be worth it to anybody for south of 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys might look at it, or somebody else might look at it and go, dude, for it to be worth it to us to even do it, we got to make X amount. And I think that's where we're like,
yeah.
It's that little negotiation.
It involves other stuff like electric or drywall and things like that.
It does.
Then it typically makes sense for us to get involved.
Yeah, because you have to have a certain you guys try to probably get a certain percentage and try to...
Well, no, not even necessarily that. If someone comes in and they say, I want an asphalt parking lot here, I'll just say, talk to this guy.
Yeah.
He'll do the whole thing for you. You don't need me to get involved. Right. You don't need to pay me.
Right.
If someone says, I need these 10 outlets and these 2 light fixtures, I'll give them a quotation and say, just call them, just do it.
So your all's bread and butter is what? Like building schools, buildings, restaurants? Or
anything that's not a house.
Gotcha.
But we build, we add on to and renovate anything that's commercial.
Gotcha.
So, but we do restaurants. We do some of our bigger customers are like Gallatin Steel or L'Oreal, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Did your all's dad start that company? Is that a family business?
No, actually started. My brother started.
Your brother?
But my dad was an architect in a building.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's since passed away. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And so he, in the late 70s, he was a custom architect, and my mom was an interior designer.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so...
Did he build any houses?
Oh, yeah. Like probably about 150 or 160 around the area.
Do you have any of them? No. Is that something you'd like to own one day? That's kind of cool,
Kind of, yes.
That'd be kind of cool.
They are small.
They?
They were all mid-century modern type homes, so a lot of people really like them. And he's got a really big name in that community. But, and so because of that, too, they're expensive. But, his house, and where I grew up was one of his houses, and that'll be coming on the market here probably soon. But,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so, but in the late 70s, there was no longer a market for custom homes. People couldn't afford to build a home, period, much less a custom home, when the interest rates were like 20-something%.
Yeah.
So he was trying to find a way to put food on the table, and heard about a crazy thing out in California called self-storage, and started into
he started getting in self-storage?
Yeah.
There's a lot of money there, man.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
It's not the cash cow. Everybody says it's a cash cow.
I know a guy who owns some, and it's fairly low cogs. Once you've got it up and running, you just kind of sit there.
So he built it up to the point where it was about 15 facilities, and got out of architecture completely. Still was developing new facilities and stuff like that. So my brother was working for him and was doing a lot of the planning, the development, getting the approvals for it, and then actually managing the facility.
Yeah.
So they would do everything. And my dad got to the point where he said, I don't want to develop anymore. I just want to manage what we have.
Yeah.
Let's just shift the company into just a management company. And so that company still exists, and it does still do self-storage management. But that's when my brother split off, and he said, well, if you don't mind, I like the development, I like the building, I'm going to make my own company and do that. And that's how he started.
Are your kids, are they interested in the family business, or are they showing any interest in
They've got
that?
no involvement with it. Yeah, and see, you mean the construction part or the self-storage part?
Either one.
Construction, maybe. My son's more interested in the engineering side of stuff.
We did some work, we did some video work 10 years ago for It's a foundation that transitions family businesses.